just wanted to come on here and talk about something which God has showed me from the story of the Samaritan woman at the well. So the story is recorded in John chapter 4. So I'll quickly go through some verses which actually describes the story. So it starts from verse number 7. It says, "A woman of Samaria came to draw water. Jesus said to her, 'Give me a drink,' for his disciples had gone away into the city to buy food. Then the woman of Samaria said to him, 'How is it that you, being a Jew, ask a drink from me, a Samaritan woman? For Jews have no dealings with Samaritans.' Jesus answered and said to her, 'If you knew the gift of God, and who it is who says to you, 'Give me a drink,' you would have asked him, and he would have given you living water.' The woman said to him, 'Sir, you have nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. Where then do you get that living water? Are you greater than our father Jacob, who gave us the well and drank from it himself, as well as his sons and his livestock?' Jesus answered and said to her, 'Whoever drinks of this water will thirst again, but whoever drinks of the water that I shall give him will never thirst. But the water that I shall give him will become in him a fountain of water, springing up into eternal life.' The woman said to him, 'Sir, give me this water, that I may not thirst, nor come here to draw.' Jesus said to her, 'Go call your husband and come here.' The woman answered and said, 'I have no husband.' Jesus said to her, 'You have well said, I have no husband, for you have had 5 husbands, and the one whom you now have is not your husband. In that you spoke truly.' The woman said to him, 'Sir, I perceive that you are a prophet.'" Okay. And later on, we see that, she goes and tells everyone about Jesus, and many in that she gets converted, and a lot of people get converted because of her testimony. So, what God was really showing me from this parable was that, when he was actually conversing with her and telling her about the water she has come to draw from the well, he said that if you drink from this well, you will be thirsty again. But the water that I shall give you will will spring up into everlasting life. So it's basically not, when what God was telling me was, he was not actually referring to the water that she came to draw from the well. What he was referring was to her life situation, you know because this lady, even in that century, was so unusual to be married 5 times. But this woman was thirsty for something, and that led her to marry 5 times, even going against the society. And she was not even satisfied then, and she has another husband, not a husband, but he was again with another man whom she has not yet married. So now Jesus was telling her, if you keep doing that, that's not going to quench your thirst. Your thirst is only going to be quenched when you come to me and take eternal life from me, because I'm the one who gives you eternal life. If you keep going after things one after another, you will be doing that, and that is never going to quench your thirst. So, this is what God has told me. He was not referring to the physical water that she was coming to draw. Yes, if you drink that water, you'll be thirsty again. You have to drink again. But God was actually telling us, through this story, He's telling us all that if we keep going after things, or keep going after people to approve us, or to keep us, uh, you know, not thirst for more, we are never going to have our thirst quenched. We have to go to Jesus to quench our thirst, because He's the only one who can really quench our thirst. If not, what happens is we will be thirsty, and we are drawing the wrong kind of water, which means that that water will make us keep going to it more and more, because we are not fully satisfied. But when we go to Jesus, once and for all, He gives us this eternal life, which keeps us at peace, which keeps us, in a state where we don't expect from others. We don't look to others for approval, or we don't go after things to keep us satisfied. We are going to be satisfied without the approval, even without the approval of people, or even without things that we feel like we need to have to keep us satisfied. Jesus is going to make us feel so content that even without any things or approval of other people, we can still be content. So this is the remarkable story that, remarkable insight that God has given me into the story of the Samaritan woman. So I hope this has helped. This will help most of you, and God would give us the grace to do that, to not go after things and to not go after people for approval, but instead go to Him for to quench our thirst, which only He can do. God bless.